hopefully nothing, no one falls. I'll be very careful not to, as much as I can, touch the table. Donica's not even in the Facebook one. So we are on Facebook. We are on
Oh, so Facebook,
YouTube,
IG, and N1.
Now Instagram. I think we're both sporting our Alicia Keys look.
Oh, yeah.
Natural.
Definitely.
No makeup. Not like no makeup, hashtag foundation, mascara, and eyeliner. Like
As
really no
in-
makeup. This is it. This is what we're born with. We were just talking about how today is one of those days that it's like an effort to just keep on going.
Definitely. Yeah, we gotta switch this. Maybe turn this somehow.
Which, this one?
Just so
Okay.
there's some.
We're going to make a couple adjustments. Sorry, guys. What about that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah. I'm going to scoot my chair.
And then we can still be seen in 1, 2.
Oh.
Well, now you're in my IG. I can hardly see you.
Well, hold on.
Just bear with us. Bear with us.
How's that?
Whoa.
Okay.
Good?
That's
Okay,
there.
1, 2, 3, boom.
Hey, Aunt Gloria.
Boom, boom, boom.
One, camera 1, camera 2. Camera 1, camera 2. So yeah, we were just talking about how today is one of those days that you're like, or maybe that's just me.
It's just one of those, like, you want to walk around with sunglasses on and a hoodie and just be like, you know what? Nobody talk to me. Seriously. All day. Even if you have to, like, go to work or talk to the public, it was still one of those days. Like, it's an effort to function.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. And everybody has an attitude today, it seems. Well, everybody I had to deal with had an attitude. But that's all right. It's almost over.
Oh, why, hello, Dad.
Oh, Dad's on Instagram? What? So happy Mother's Day. Mother's Day is coming up for people that celebrate, right? Which should be everybody, because you were born from a mother,
True.
right?
True.
What would be the best Mother's Day gift? I am pretty sure I already know what her answer is going to be.
A vacation.
Exactly. Vacation.
Like if somebody was like, oh my gosh, you know, I'm going to give you 10 days. We're going to watch the kids, or the kids are going to come and we're going to come too, but we're going to watch the kids and you get to go on vacation. I'd be like, what'd you say, Pat? Prize puzzle? So,
Is that all moms? Do you all want a vacation?
I want a vacation or a spa. So,
Spa would be nice. That's always a nice
yeah.
little thing. Mother's Day is funny too because, like, I think if you're a woman over 21, people wish you a happy Mother's Day, and that's really, it's nice. It's thoughtful. So I want to also say happy Mother's Day to, I think most women are just maternal, and, you know, if you truly mean that it takes a village, then we're all doing this thing together. You know, so if you, I know a lot of nannies, I know a lot of fur baby moms, you know, I know a lot of mother.
I know a lot of mother lovers.
That's true. I know a lot of MILFs. What? Lots of them. And I think also women that have lost their children, you know, Mother's Day is really hard for them. Or at least just a day that maybe, you know, it's difficult to figure out how to say Happy Mother's Day and still be joyous about it. So, Happy Mother's Day. Anyway, I hope you get to do exactly what you want to do. Exactly what you want to do, whatever that is. Lemon rice, Dad. Lemon rice. What's the soup? That's what my dad is asking on Instagram. What's the soup? Actually, what's on the menu tonight? I just had a sample of mint brownies, which are going to make me punch Jonica right in the throat. I saw a broccoli raisin type salad. Yum. Mashed potatoes and what, ribs?
Yeah, and there's chicken too.
Okay, so chicken and ribs. That's what the soup
but
is.
not fried or anything, like, you know.
No, like grilled. Yum. So that's what the soup is, Dad. I don't know what that face is. I don't have my glasses on.
That face. With the tears coming out, they're laughing so hard.
Oh,
was I right?
Up.
Was I right?
Okay. So on the Mother's Day tip, I was gonna wait. Sometimes Jonica and I talk about what we're gonna talk about, and then other times we kind of like have a couple subjects to surprise one.
Just wing it.
To surprise one another with. So here's my follow-up to wishing all women, all mothers, all, anybody that is mothering a happy Mother's Day. Here's my follow-up to that. Let's for a moment discuss when someone is, I'm going to say this as nicely as I can. When someone's mother did not do their job. And what I mean by that is your mother didn't do her job. If you have ever walked up to somebody and congratulated them on their pregnancy and they are not crowning in front of you. Your mother did not do her job. If you ask a woman how far along she is, and maybe she just had a bad 6 months of eating her feelings, and it's none of your business how far along her burger baby is. Can we discuss that for a moment? Because I think across the board, most women I know, regardless of their size and age, have been approached by some idiot that wanted to ask them how far along they were, or congratulate them, or whatever. Make the assumption, make the implication that this person is pregnant, and they are, in fact, not pregnant. So. Do you know a lot of women that this has happened to?
I do know a few.
I know quite a few. I nanny for a family, and the mom is pregnant for the 3rd time right now. She is a little more than halfway through her pregnancy, and she said this person came up to her today and said, "Oh my gosh, congratulations. When are you due?" And she said, "Late August." And they said, "Wow, are you having twins?" Or people that go up and just rub the pregnant belly. There's just such a line that's kind of crossed, right? Am I wrong? Is this commonplace?
And I mean, I honestly think it goes along with everything else in life where it depends on how you feel as a person, individually, but a lot of times it's like, why would you normally walk up to somebody and touch them? What is the difference if you're pregnant?
Oh, your mom didn't do her job.
So if you wouldn't regularly walk up to somebody and rub their belly. So
you
why
shouldn't.
Right. So why would you do that when somebody's pregnant? But I also have like I think pregnant women are so beautiful. And I'm like, want to go toward their belly. But again, I'd be like, is it okay? I would ask somebody. Some women are like, they relish in that. They think it's so beautiful and wonderful. Dad said shit happens. Pardon my French.
I think regardless of whether someone encourages it or doesn't encourage it, like, you should never, unless you're invited to the baby shower, you shouldn't just assume someone's pregnant.
Yeah, I wouldn't say assume.
Unless you were asked to go boil some hot water and get some towels, don't assume that this person is going to have a baby. And then after they confirm, it's kind of like when you have a dog and you walk a dog, you don't just let your dog go up to the
Love
other
you too.
dog. Oh, my dad's cashing out. Check, please. 10 minutes in, he's like, when you have a dog, you don't just like, or if somebody else has a dog, you don't just walk up to it and pet it. Like,
True.
You ask, unless you want to get bit.
Or you don't just pick up a kid.
Right. Right. So I just think that whole pregnancy thing needs to be handled a little bit more cautiously if your mama did her job.
I concur. I concur.
That's what I had. That's what I was going to surprise you with.
I was going to surprise you with this chop of hair that I've been growing.
I like it.
Yeah, this, my friends, if you ever want to shave the side of your head, think about it. This right here should show you why. Because it grows out into this weird concoction.
Why is underneath it so short? Like this. That's where it...
Oh, no, I don't know why. That hair always... That's my front hair that never really grows. It just stays like semi-baby hair. Shorter. I don't know.
All right.
It's our shampoo and conditioning blowout lesson for the night.
Tutorial.
Right, exactly. Oh my gosh. Well, what else did you have on your burner? What were you thinking about?
I was thinking about what do you binge watch on Netflix? Or are you a Hulu girl? Yeah, this is live. This is not a recording. This is real life.
Hey.
Jonica's Instagram is blowing up tonight.
All started with Dad.
Yep. So what do you binge watch?
You know, I really can go back and I can really go back and forth with a lot of different shows. Just a few of my favorite that I have binge watched in the past year or like when I was on maternity leave. House of Cards, Mad Men,
Sorry,
Game of Thrones, and I know that wasn't on Netflix, but I did binge watch that. I'm into The Fosters right now. Kind of into Shameless.
What's kind of into Shameless?
Well, because I don't want to go too far into it, so I've been like dabbling. Like and probably, like, Danielle knows this, I'll probably top 3, and I watched this right after I was pregnant for part of it, and then right after I had Liam, oh my god, Sons of Anarchy.
Oh yeah.
It doesn't even make any sense. That's all I can say about that one. So that's what I would say. Oh yeah, and recently 13 Reasons Why.
Oh my god.
And I know I'm over 21 actually watching that.
Speaking of, I have to admit to 172 episodes of The Secret Life of the American Teenager.
I've been thinking about doing that recently.
You could, but I finished that, and then Jonica was like, you gotta watch 13.
Sorry.
Ooh.
Sorry.
You gotta watch 13 Reasons Why. And then I was like, why? And I did. Now I'm done with it. I don't ever want to see another teenager in life. Never again. I'm done with it.
It's so dramatic, but it's so good.
So dramatic. It was decent. It was a cool concept. That I thought was cool.
Definitely. It's creative.
Yeah. Everything. Is that book that I read in Colorado? The one that you let me borrow?
Yeah.
That's a movie now?
It will be.
Yeah. That's another one. She's one for the drama. I think if I binge watch anything, at least lately I've been doing a lot of my favorites, my repeats, the ones I could watch all the time, which is
Really
Bob's Burgers. I could put any episode of Bob's Burgers on. What? You're crazy. Yeah, Bob's Burgers is my fallback. Or stand-up comedy. I think maybe not a show, but I binge watch stand-up comedy. If there's a stand-up show on Netflix, I've seen it.
That's interesting. I love the documentaries. There's a few I've told Danielle about. There's one about a nanny that I really enjoy.
And this one keeps coming up. This one came up a year ago. I watched this one. I don't think I told you this, with Katie and Mary at Pat's. Mary had already seen the movie, and we watched it. We all watched it together, and there were a few people there. I can't remember who, but it's come up at random places. Isn't that weird? Maybe because it's a Chicago movie.
Possibly.
But it's the portrait. Is it
no
the Finding Vivian Maier?
Yes.
Finding Vivian Maier.
Wonderful.
What?
Wonderful.
If you don't watch anything else this year, watch this movie.
If you don't hear anything else about this right now,
you need to. It's really cool. Especially
you would love
being
it.
from the region, and then
You would
living in Chicago.
love that movie.
Just kind of going back to,
Finding Vivian Maier.
the city, and seeing just different really, really cool shots of people in a time frame. She was briefly Phil Donahue's nanny.
Yep.
And it's a really pretty cool show. They show this showing of her work at the Cultural Center. I wonder what's up with that. If they still show her stuff. It was cool.
I don't know.
You gotta check it out. Finding Vivian Maier.
It's a good one.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I just watched Love season 2. Have you seen that?
No, but I've dabbled again with that one where it's I read on it, or I'll go to a episode from a season and read on, what it's describing, just to see would I like it?
It's a weird one. No.
Really?
It's kind of I think it follows a couple in what seems to be a much shorter time frame than the seasons give you the impression of. Maybe it's only a couple of months, both seasons. But this couple, like, they're not great together.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, I don't know, just maybe a contemporary, I don't even know if I'd call it a contemporary dating story. Like, they really keep trying to stick it out with one another. And they're oddly matched and mismatched. It's weird. It's really weird. But it's decent. What else? Do you ever watch Archer?
No.
Oh, that's a good one. Mm-mm. And then I think everybody's like typical. I'm on Chelsea. Like,
I've never watched that.
Nights. Chelsea?
Mm-hmm.
You're lucky. There's 3 cameras here. That's my Friday night special.
You sound
right
like
there.
Eric
That is my Friday night special. Me and Chelsea Handler, every Friday night, we take a bath together. She doesn't know how much I enjoy it, but I do. Yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah.
What did you have on your
agenda?
Yeah.
Well, you know, I was sitting here thinking about my friend Josh was telling us that he can only watch it on YouTube and he can't comment on it live. So. Maybe that's like the universe that doesn't want to hear your mouth.
The Archduke must be asleep already. He'd usually have at least 37 snide comments by now. Especially about this Facebook lighting. And this tuft of my own hair that's just... I don't know what is happening there.
Or watching porn, one of the two.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry.
Gross.
Okay, so I was kind of thinking about like this weekend I was trying to get rid of a lot of stuff in the house and clean it up.
Get down.
You know, it's springtime. It's that time to like get rid of stuff you want to get rid of, do garage sales, blah, blah, blah. So I was thinking about when you do like your, almost like your, kind of like your mental cleanup. And if it's something in your life, what would you get rid of? What would you throw out just to make your, you know, household, again, it could be your mental household, your well-being. What would you throw to the trash to make yourself feel better right now? Ooh.
You know what's funny is almost instantly, I feel like I would say anxiety, like any anxiety that I have about, I think I'm kind of at a fork in the road right now. Like, things could go 2 different ways.
That's fun. He said to get rid of the kids.
And so I guess I would say the anxiety of like, how will it turn out? You know, that kind of stuff. I'd like to, not fear, but just that residual feeling of like nervousness and like
almost queasy.
Yeah, I could kick that shit to the curb easily.
Yeah, I agree. It's a good question.
Yeah, it is a good question.
Makes you kind of think. Like, what would you need to really get rid of to feel better?
And I guess the other thing is like anybody that's a covert hater, like anybody that I don't realize is really not on my team that's close to me. Do you know what I mean? I don't think that's anybody, but you never do. You never do think that you have people around you that aren't on your side.
Right.
until you find out they're not on your side, you know?
Right.
So I guess that, like, just a little, if there's anybody, like, circling me or in my circle or that I'm investing in that is like, not the best.
Mm-hmm.
Not the best for me.
The whole God protect me from my friends. I can see my enemies.
Well, you know. Moses is here, and I don't know what he is getting into.
I really don't know either. That's why I keep looking
Come here.
off to the side, because
Get over here.
he's
There's
been
a- do
reorganizing
you see
since
that?
he got here.
Yeah, there's a Christmas ornament on the floor. You see it? Stop.
Oh, yeah. I do.
What would you get rid of?
Probably.
It was your question.
I know, but it was one of those that I was going to double back and not answer. But if it was one thing that I honestly got rid of, it would probably be, that necessity to. This is gonna sound really weird, but how if you live around your kids and you're constantly planning stuff for them, or this is for them, or that day is for them, so to stay on track with, like, I don't want to say the Joneses, but it's like, how do I explain it?
Like the parent pressure.
But that sounds really lame. I guess it would just be like the all-around parent pressure, though. Like, to be honest, I don't want to BS waiting on Viviana doing gymnastics like my dad loves to do with the kids. Like, I don't want to...
Oh, with the other moms, you mean?
Yeah, I don't want to BS when I run into you at Whole Foods, and see you with the kids and okay, hi. I just, that kind of stuff, I don't, so that is part of it. And then the other part is like, then there's this like unsaid pressure to make sure Vivi's social, to make sure, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So I just feel...
And you just want to be like, fuck it, for like 3 years.
And live in a treehouse. Right?
I think we all could.
Is he talking to you?
No. Aunt Marilyn.
Oh.
What physical thing would you get rid of? In your house, or in your garage, or in your...
In a perfect world, every damn toy I could ever imagine.
That's a good one. That's a real good one.
In a perfect world. Or every one of my hairs.
On your face?
No. In the house that I shut off.
Oh.
Because I'm like a dog.
I think I'd get rid of my furniture. I'd like new furniture. Oh my god. There's all kinds of craziness.
Clearly.
One day we're gonna do a cast where Jonica doesn't have her left lung in her throat. One day. One day soon.
That's my hope.
What physical thing in the house, I mean, like outside, landscape about the house, would you change?
The house.
actual house, you'd be somewhere else.
Well, and I mean, even just the outside of it.
You'd make it look like a castle.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Duh.
I like those houses that have the castle point, or they're kind of circular round, like.
I like when Danielle sounds like Mike Rowe from Dirty Jobs.
Who is that?
I don't know.
I don't know who that is. And my name is Danielle.
Papa.
Papa did call me Danielle. What else did you have?
Oh, I was thinking about, I was kind of going into the direction of what I want to do in the next couple weeks with myself. And I know, like, this girl that I work with, we were both talking about getting on it and finally making our vision boards for our life. And I really, really need to get on it. And so today I was like, okay, so I could start collecting pictures from here and blah, blah, blah. And talking, just kind of mentioning vision boards with her and talking about what we really do want in life. And then from there, we were kind of talking about like bucket list. So I was, I'm a list kind of gal. If I put it on the list, chances 80% to 90% chance I'm going to get it at the store. So I feel like if it were to be something like a bucket list, are you in fact going to work toward these things that you want in your life? Or does it help at all?
Right.
So that was kind of something that I was thinking about. Like, I was wondering for the crowd versus just for me.
What's something on your bucket list? You're just gonna ignore me and drink? Rude.
Definitely all 50 states. That'd just be a simple one that I could mention. All 50 states, I would say. All 7 continents. Just simple ones like that.
Out.
Just a simple bucket list.
Is there anything specific, like?
Oh, yeah. Like, what is that called? No, not skydiving. Hang gliding?
Oh, yeah. Hand gliding?
Hang glide? What is it called? In Vegas, when you do it in Vegas. So what?
Zip lining?
Zip lining on Old Fremont.
Yeah, that would be fun. That would be really fun.
Right there.
Whoa! Facebook just blew up with that one. All 7 of you were like, heart, smile, heart, thumbs up.
Zip line.
I don't know what his problem is. My
Okay,
dog is
Moses.
here and he's being insane. My dad taught him just to push real hard up against your foot and he'll pet himself. That's real fun. I did zip line in Oklahoma, and I will tell you that the scariest part is you're standing on this, I was standing on this little ledge, and it was effing little. And they're like, okay, you just have to step off and then sit down, like sit into the harness. And I was like, I don't think I can. Like, the step off was the worst because it's like you're looking 3 or 4 stories down a building and you're just on this little step.
Right.
And on that one, it was like a wooden tower, like a hand-built one, so you could feel it kind of like swaying the higher you got. But the one in Vegas seems like it would be fun.
I think so. And during the light show, what?
Yeah, that would be cool. That would be cool.
Sean was asking who Moses is.
Here, this is Moses.
What up, Josh? This is Moses. Can you see? Watch the candle. Watch the candle.
You're lucky you can't smell him.
This is Moses.
Not over water. Oh no, we have. I thought that this would help. It helps when it's right here. But it's just like we're in the wrong spot. We're in the wrong spot. Yeah, you would like zip lining.
I think it'd be fun.
Yeah. Hang gliding. I thought it was hand gliding. But you might be right. Hang?
I think it's hang.
Like hang 10?
Yeah.
Hang gliding? That would be fun.
Oh, apologies. I must be getting ready to kiss a fool. Pucker up, buttercup.
That would be fun. I've always wanted to see the hot air balloon festival. Like that's
Definitely. That's
a bucket list.
Well, we've talked about this. I wanted to take Viv because it's in October. It's around her birthday. So
and then jump from the top of one hot air balloon to the next
duh.
like Super Mario Brothers.
Yeah.
That's what I would like.
I mean, what's the point of going if we're not going to do that?
Do 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 do. All right, no more.
Right. Well, guys, I don't know. I don't really want to call it quits with you guys, but it's just been such a long day, and I can be honest, I kind of want to catch up with this one off the air too.
But before we go, there's two people that we were talking about, like who we wanted to talk about from maybe people that these just happen to be two people. Oh, sorry, Instagram. My bad, YouTube. My bad. We were talking about people that we know, people on Instagram that are like really kind of doing something. And these just happen to be two people we know, and they're doing like some really cool, wonderful things. And hopefully you'll look them up because they're doing some really awesome things. So I wanted to talk about our friend Dion McGill. Dion is what can I say about Dion? Dion lives his life from the moment he wakes up in the morning to the moment he puts his head on the pillow at night. Like, he goes hard and all day, and is one of the most, I think, like, generous and conscientious guys I know. He's really somebody to know. Well, Dion started this. Is that a bug?
Yeah, it's been
that's just a little one though. Dion started. I don't really know how to say it, other than it's an anti-violence campaign specifically for Chicago, and he's gotten people in CPS involved. He's gotten people in the city. He had a whole bunch of people in Atlanta. I think it was Atlanta. If I'm wrong, Dion, sorry. Take pictures of themselves, excuse me, with a statement regarding the gun violence in Chicago. And they all have this hashtag. I'm going to put it by the camera. I don't know if that's the right way or not. Can I put it backwards and you still see it?
No.
Put the candle in front of it. Does that work? Chicago stand up. Hashtag Chicago stand up. Sorry, it's backwards. I guess that's the problem with
Hashtag
cameras.
Chicago stand up.
I'll
guys.
post it underneath here later when we finish the video. But he's got some really cool submissions, and the point is to bring awareness to the unnecessary gun violence in the city, especially, and how it doesn't need to affect not only the citizens but the children in Chicago, the kids that are just trying to effing go to school and make it to the next day. So check it out. It's a really great Instagram and campaign. I believe it is Dion's, Dion's, Musica, Musica on Instagram. Again, I'll post it once we close out. But check it out. Take a picture, send him a story, and he'll post your picture up there. I can't speak for him, but maybe he'll post your picture up there. So Dion, that was who I thought of.
Shout out to you, dude.
Yeah. And this other person, it was interesting. I was asking Jonica, did you see this person's last post? I've really been following her lately, and she's really speaking to me. Mm-hmm. And Jonica said, it's interesting. I just read her post and was thinking the same thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's nice when you can connect to people, I think, on the internet in general, because it can be such an artificial place. But when you can connect to what somebody is saying, and then on top of it, I think there is something just really nice and authentic about having like just such a nice warm spot in your heart for people, that you may have known in your past. So long story short, it was a young gal that I went to high school with, and I feel like what I like the most about her page is it's just real, like it's her journey, however her journey is, and then on top of it, it's supporting herself and her life decisions, and in the process of that, trying to inspire other people, which honestly, that's all I could ask for at the end of the day, is just trying to inspire other people to do something purposeful with their life and blessed with their life to where they feel like they're doing something, and they're living and not just existing. So having said that, I think that whether it be by, example, or by reaching out, or through fitness, or through her own journey, I think that there's a nice energy that comes from her page. And that's what I appreciate. And it's funny because we happened to talk about it with all the people that we both follow, that popping up, I thought was really interesting. And that is Nikki Wasik, and I mean, that's her maiden name. And her, what is her Instagram name?
I think it's Nicole Misfit Wear. Nikki talks a lot about her own journey to staying fit and falling off and on, or the wagon, or experiencing ebbs and flows. Mm-hmm. She's just very authentic about what she does to stay on track. And I think the most beautiful thing about her page is how involved she gets her, or I should say how involved her husband and daughter are on that same journey. Mm-hmm. She's a nurse, she's a mom, and she's a lot of things. She's a cancer survivor. She's got a story. Mm-hmm. And she also, I think I I like when nurses and doctors recommend things that they actually use, because
Vanessa.
there's some type of authenticity to that. So I don't know if Shakeology is the brand. I'm not really the best on like supplements and brands and stuff like that, but
I believe that is the whole Insanity group, which is Beachbody,
so
if I'm not mistaken.
yeah, I think Nikki's Instagram, again, we'll post this when we close out tonight, but Nikki's Instagram is Nicole Misfit Wear, Nicole, Misfit, Misfit, and Wear, Ware. And then Dion's is Dion's Musica. So check them both out. They're both doing really cool things, and support local business. Like, that's how we,
Oh, big time.
move on. That's how we're going to get along, because, to breathe and be alive is a pre-existing condition. So we need to support one another and help each other out, because pretty soon there's going to be like 3 people in the whole country with healthcare. Yay! We'll save that for another time. Thank you guys for hanging out with us tonight. It was fun. It's always a little family reunion. So Aunt Marilyn, Aunt Gloria, Sean, Jennifer, I see Kiera. It's like Romper Room. I see Kiera. I see Josh. I don't see the Archduke. I see John. I see
Vanessa.
See, I really kind of can't see. I just see the
I
pictures.
see Lulu.
Lulu. All right. That's the best 47 minutes of our day, guys.
Yep.
Love you.
No doubt.
Have a great night and happy Mother's Day.
Yes.
To all of you mothers and your mothers' mothers and your mothers' mothers' mothers. Ciao.
Ciao.